Guys, what is going on with Jimmy Butler?
He's sitting out. He's not playing another game for the Timberwolves. I'm calling it now.
What is up, know-it-alls? Welcome back to another video with me and Joey, and today we are going to be talking about Jimmy Butler.
I don't know, Dave. Jimmy Butler. Does he have the star power to be making all these demands? Who does he think he is?
We're talking about Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves situation. Joey, what's your take on this?
I mean, this has been going on for like a month now. I mean, just what has happened? Is Karl-Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins really that bad at just having a good work ethic to the point where Butler is demanding a trade and all that? He's like, I can't win with these cats anymore. Get me out of here. I mean, just how bad is it in that locker room, really?
Yeah, I want to know if something like actually happened. Like, is it just like he didn't just have an epiphany one day and say, yo, these guys are soft, I'm out. Like, I can't win with this team. Like, yeah, how long has he been there? 2 years now?
No, I think that was like his first year because he got traded like from Chicago.
Really? Last season was his first year there?
Yeah. He got traded in the off season. So he started the year with the Timberwolves.
I thought he had been there for 2 years now.
No.
Oh.
He's already, this is what's crazy. He's already at this point, he hasn't even been there multiple seasons. He has spent one season with Karl-Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins and said, yo, these boys are trash. Let me get out of here right now.
So maybe it makes more sense that maybe like he spent a year with them and now he's just like over it.
Like, yeah, I mean, I've said it before. Like, Karl-Anthony Towns, for as good as he is offensively, don't get me wrong, he is just someone that does not correlate to team success for me. Like, he is going to put up really good numbers, but I've been saying that the dude is trash at defense for as long as he's been in the league, and I think that's what's really keying in with Jimmy Butler. He's seeing that Karl-Anthony. I think he looked from the outside and saw like, wow, this guy puts up really good numbers, so maybe I could win with these guys. And then once he got there, he's like, yo, like these guys actually don't give a shit at all. Let me get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of understand that. Like, think of it like in the workforce, not even just in the NBA. Think of like at your job, like anyone that works a 9 to 5. If you go in and you sign on with a company and you're working with someone, then you think like, oh, I'm going to have all these great employees with me or associates, and you're going to be working hard. And then you get there, and then it's a bunch of bums sitting around, and all the work is on you. That's very frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would suck for any human being. But I mean, yeah, like the thing is Karl-Anthony Towns at the end of the day is probably like a top 10 player in the NBA. So,
no.
You don't think he's a top 10?
No. Do not get too crazy. Karl-Anthony Towns is nowhere near a top 10 player. He is like a top 5 center, I would say. But as far as overall, not a chance, dude. Come on.
Name 10 players that you take over him.
Are you serious? Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
This is easy. LeBron. KD.
Yeah.
This is not in order anyway, so no one give shit. So LeBron, KD, Giannis, Kawhi, Anthony Anthony Davis.
That's 5.
Oh yeah, my 5. All right,
Yeah.
I will put CP3.
Not CP3. Not CP3 right now.
Okay, would you take Karl-Anthony Towns? Would you take Karl-Anthony Towns over CP3?
Yeah.
You're insane.
What do you mean I'm insane?
No, you're absolutely insane. You are absolutely insane. Karl-Anthony Towns played nose defense. All right, let's move on. All right, so I said my 5. I forgot about James Harden, Steph Curry. We'll go Westbrook.
You're kind of right. There's an argument. But
there's 10 people.
He's a legitimate all-star, though, is what I'm saying.
No, he's absolutely an all-star. Absolutely. But top 10, no way. Now you got me all off track. That just threw me off. What were we saying? No, bad. All right, I'll just keep going. I mean, yeah, the thing that is like really blowing my mind about this is like how public like this tension is. Like, it is like wide out in the open. Like, yo, Jimmy Butler does not like these dudes. He is not liking Tibbs. He's not liking the front office in general. And he's like, they're like going back and forth on social media. And like, and the cherry on the top, first of all, can I say the NBA is the greatest league in all of sports.
It's drama. It's literally a reality
drama,
TV show.
It's pettiness. I love it so much. And the fact that Jimmy Butler, it was very public that like he went to an actual team practice, I think it was last week, and he beat the starters with the third stringers.
Oh my gosh.
And he made that very well known. He was calling out the starters in practice. He's like, "You bums need me to win."
Yeah, I saw that. Woj reported that too, and if it comes from Woj,
right after he dusted the starters, he has like that interview with like Rachel Nichols or whoever, and it's like, "Yo, like, what is going on?" It's like, is this scripted or something?
I know. We've never seen anything like this before. I don't think.
I can't remember.
It is crazy, but like from coming from like a fan standpoint, like don't you think like being a leader is like, again, he's only been there for a year. Shouldn't he want to try to teach these guys how to work hard? You know what I mean? Like I understand like him not wanting to be there because like he thinks Karl Anthony Towns and he thinks Andrew Wiggins are soft and they don't play defense and they don't do everything that you need to win games. But shouldn't he take it upon himself to kind of teach them? You know, what do you think about that?
Yeah, no, here's the thing with like Jimmy Butler. Like Jimmy Butler's like thought process on leadership is something that's straight out of Kobe's book. Like this is something that Kobe would do, where like you publicly call out your teammates, you let them know that they're shit and like they need you and all this. But the difference is Jimmy Butler is not Kobe Bryant. He cannot get away with this kind of like leadership. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like Jimmy Butler, like as much as he wants to make it known that he wants to win and he wants to be around guys that like want to work hard, like this looks bad on him too. Like he's not looking like a guy you would really want like in your locker room.
Yeah.
Like the first sign of trouble, like within 1 year, you're already calling out like your teammates and all that. So I mean,
but that's the NBA now. I mean, it's on a year-to-year basis at this point with all these players. I mean, that's like the culture of the NBA. It's like every year or two, it's these guys hopping around to different teams. Where's my best chance to win? No one stays anymore.
Yeah. Jimmy Butler just like really seems like a guy that like I don't think he wants to like ever be around like young players ever. Yeah. Because I think young players like they're not ready to win the way he's ready to win. They're more immature than he wants them to be, even though he's pretty immature himself.
Most of the great players are like that, though. Look at LeBron. LeBron doesn't want young guys. He wants, like, older veteran guys. Like, yeah, he went to Lakers and joined, like, a core 3 guys that are young. The rest of the roster is all over 30. Like,
yeah, he brought in a lot of,
He brought in all old veteran players. He loves old veteran players. Like, even when Jimmy Butler was with Dwayne Wade in Chicago, like, they were calling out all the young guys. They're like, these young guys don't know how to work. Maybe it's just a generational thing. Maybe it's, like, the millennials versus, like, the older generation where everyone worked hard and you know what I mean? And now, like, the millennials are just, like, wanting handouts and they just want shoe deals and things like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think Jimmy Butler can be the best player on a team, on a championship team.
No,
just kind of like Paul George. Like, they're really good. They're stud players, all-stars. Don't get it twisted. But I don't think they can be the best player on the team to win a championship.
No, I mean, Paul George and Jimmy Butler are really similar in players. Like, you can have one over the other, and I wouldn't necessarily argue with you.
Yeah.
But I think the way this league is going, you need, like, a top 5 player to really compete, and they're not top 5 players.
Top 5 players.
Yeah, essentially that. I don't think that they're those guys. They're sort of, like, a fringe, like, top 10 players to me. Like, I would probably have, like, I think Paul George is a little bit better than Jimmy Butler. But
they're like top 15, top 20, top 15 or whatever. You can say that.
I would definitely take both of them over Karl Anthony Towns.
But they're both great two-way wing players.
Yeah.
And two-way wing players are the most important, just like quarterbacks are in the NFL. Two-way wing players are everything in the NBA.
Yeah, think back, like just go back in history, like the past like 5 years or whatever, like all the teams that won a championship, did they not have a dominant?
Well, yeah, it's all KD and LeBron. They've won the last, like...
That's right. That's right. That's right. I meant, like, 5, like, teams.
But the last non-KD LeBron championship were the Spurs, and Spurs are just, the Spurs.
Yeah, exactly. But let me ask you, Dave, do you think Jimmy Butler is going to, like, actually play for the Timberwolves this year? Because I don't think he is.
I heard a lot of reports and a lot of rumors saying that he's a very professional player. Like, he prides himself on being a professional. And he said that he wouldn't hold out. He said that he wouldn't, like, hold out, kind of like, I mean, I'm not calling out Kawhi because he was injured. The guy said he's injured. I'm not one to say that someone's injured or not injured. But in a way, he kind of held out last year. He was over the whole Spurs, and he said, screw this. I don't think that's Jimmy Butler's DNA. I don't think he wants to hold out. Yeah. I think he's going to force the hand. I think it's inevitable at this point. I think at least by the trade deadline, he's going to be in Miami. I think he's going to be with the Miami Heat. Yep. No other team has been really showing interest. I know he said the Clippers and the Nets. And what was the other team that he said?
The Knicks.
The Knicks. And the Knicks haven't even reached out to Minnesota. And I heard that from, I think it was Brian Windhorst on ESPN. He was saying the Knicks haven't even thought about it or reached out to the Minnesota Timberwolves. So there's not been a lot of teams out there like jumping the gun being like, yo, let's go get Jimmy besides the Miami Heat. So if the Miami Heat just keep lowballing with an offer and Jimmy is upset, it's going to happen by the trade deadline.
Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely agree. There's no way he finishes the season with the Timberwolves.
No, zero. I don't think.
Yeah. But I think he's going to so the season starts on Tuesday, which is in 5 or so days. I think it's too little time to for a trade to actually happen. But I honestly I don't think he's going to play for them. What would that be like? You need chemistry on the court.
I couldn't disagree more.
I don't know. I mean, it's not in his DNA, and he claims he's professional, but the whole offseason hasn't been really professional for him.
Yeah, not even that, the whole thing that he wants to hold himself as a professional and everything, but the fact that he is in a contract year. He's a free agent this summer coming up. So if he sits out, that's going to kill his pocketbook. If he's not out there balling, if he's not with an all-star level talent, it's the NBA, of course. It's what have you done for me recently? It's not about what you did for the past. So he needs to have a great year this year if he wants to ensure that Supermax deal wherever he goes if he doesn't get traded.
See, I disagree. I don't think he needs to do that. I think at this point, we already know what Jimmy Butler is. He's a known all-star commodity. You know what you're going to get with him right now. He's one of the best two-way players in the game. He is the reason why the Timberwolves made their first playoffs in 15 years.
Absolutely.
I think teams know that. Even if he sits out, I think a team like the Nets is going to pay something stupid for him because, the Nets need that big marquee free agent. I actually hope the Knicks don't sign him. I'm not really sold on Jimmy Butler just because the first year of his max deal, he was going to be 30 years old. And I think the way the Knicks are right now, we're focusing on rebuilding through the draft and organically. I don't think we need a 30-year-old that's going to be making $40 million a year.
Yeah.
But I think he doesn't need to play to get that big contract. I think he can sit out and still make it.
Maybe. All right, let's wrap it up. What's your prediction?
Yeah.
What's gonna be the end of this whole saga?
I think Jimmy Butler gets traded way before the trade deadline. I don't think they're going to string this along. I think Tibbs is being super stubborn and thinking that he can somehow convince Jimmy to play with him and hopefully make the playoffs. It's not going to happen. Most likely he's going to go to Miami Heat. I think they're the ones that have been showing the most interest so far. So I think sooner or later he's going to be on the Heat this year. But I think he's going to hold out for at least the first week or so of the season, to be honest with you.
I could see him being traded to Miami within the first month and a half of the season.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be sooner than later. I think once they realize that they're not getting offers anywhere else, and the Heat are lowballing them. Don't get it wrong. They are lowballing them.
Why would Pat Riley
he knows
give something
he's
crazy?
The Godfather. That guy knows that no one else wants him. He's the only one in competition, so he's just going to continue to lowball. Jimmy's going to be frustrated. He's going to be a problem in the locker room, and eventually the Timberwolves are just going to be we can't handle this. We got to get rid of him. All right, know-it-alls, that is the video. Comment down below what you think about the Jimmy Butler situation. Comment down below if you agree with Joey or myself. Also, be sure to like this video, and if you're new here, subscribe down below. That's all I got for him, Joey. What you got?
It's going to be good, man. I'm so excited for basketball season, even though my Knicks are going to be bad.
It's almost here.
It's almost here. I'm more of a basketball guy than a football guy, so I think we're going to have a great mixture of both videos on this channel.
All right, guys. We will see you in the next video. See you guys tomorrow. Adios. See you later.